Hi, I'm Ben the Learner. Welcome to my Taiwan trilogy, part 1. So yes, this is my first episode about my trip to Taiwan. And if you really like the content, or if you like the content of Ben the Learner in general, please subscribe to my channel or put a thumbs up or do both. And if you have questions, you can just ask your question in the comment section. So enjoy! First of all, I want to say this video is not about politics. I know the status of Taiwan is kind of ambiguous. It is China, it's not China. So I'm not talking about that, I'm just talking about my travel to Taiwan. So people will ask me, why I chose to go to Taiwan? Well, the answer is simple. I am learning Mandarin. I know I could go to China, but I think that Taiwan was a good first step, and for those two reasons. I didn't need a visa to go, and I can access all my internet. So when I will decide to go to China, I'll be better prepared than I was at that time. So I took the plane from Montreal to Vancouver, and when I arrived at Vancouver, I thought I was already in Taiwan. There were so many East Asian people, and it was bilingual. It was English and Chinese. But I was not in Taiwan. I had to take another plane from Vancouver to Taipei. And it took 12 hours. That was super long. But I've been able to watch a lot of movies. So when I arrived in Taipei, it was 5 p.m. Thursday. And I left Montreal at 5 a.m. Tuesday. So that's a big gap. I was quite exhausted. It was like 36 hours I didn't sleep, because in a plane I don't sleep. I was more occupied watching movies. So the first thing I realized is that my cell phone was dead. So I had to charge it, and then I bought a SIM card. And then I didn't really know how to go to the downtown. And my book that I bought for my travel, it was written that the link between the downtown and the airport was not completed, so I didn't assume it was. So I went to the information panel, and they told me that it's about 200 Taiwanese dollars to take a taxi to go to the downtown. Well, I took the taxi, but it didn't cost 200 Taiwanese dollars, it cost like 1,000 Taiwanese dollars. It's 1 for 20, so it's like $50 Canadian. It would have cost me only $7 if I knew that the MRT was the mass rapid transit and the metro that was built. But anyway, I arrived in my hotel and I was quite satisfied because the cab just get me on the hotel door. So I arrived at my hotel, it was 7 o'clock in the evening. It was not enough late for me to go to bed. I didn't want to wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning, not knowing what to do. And it was my first experience with a jet lag like this. So I decided to walk, and I decided to walk through the river in Taipei. And what struck me was the amount of motorcycles. It's incredible, a lot of scooters. It was like in Morocco, but with better scooter. Less pollution in the air because of the scooter. But it's incredible. You look at the red light, you look at the other direction, and there's like 20, 30 scooters waiting there. And now when you have the green light, they are just putting gas and they're going fast. And the car tries just to drive into that mess of scooter. For me, it looks so dangerous. I just told myself I'm never gonna rent a scooter there. So I continued to walk through the river, and I saw something very weird. Every 500 meters, there were karaoke. Not just one big karaoke, but like plenty of karaoke. I think I saw 4 places where they were singing karaoke with like 10 people attending. So at a certain moment I wanted to sit down, and I just told myself, well, I'm gonna listen to their song, which seemed to be song from the 70s, because I'm listening some Chinese or Taiwanese pop song and it doesn't sound like this at all. So it was my first experience with weird food. Someone gave me peanuts. But you know, for me peanuts, it's something brittle with the shell. And the peanuts itself, it's crunchy. But they do something different with their peanuts. They steam it. I don't understand. It's no longer crunchy, it's spongy. I mean, who would like here to eat peanuts spongy? Peanuts by definition, it's crunchy. I mean, I go to the grocery store and I bought crunchy peanut butter because I like that. So for me, it was no. I have to admit, I'm not a food traveler. I mean, I could eat McDonald's all day, and I did try, and I was gonna be in my other episode. But yeah, the steamed peanut, no, not sure it for me. Something else that I notice in Taiwan in general now, it's the amount of people with masks. And it's not because of the air quality, I would say. I've seen in Beijing or Shanghai, big Chinese city, a lot pollution. They have masks because it's like they told you to have it, and it's smoggy because it's so polluted sometime in the winter because they have to heat the city. Well, no, there in Taipei, I mean, it was not different than Montreal. When I was walking, sometimes you smell some sewage, but no, the air quality was really good. I think that they are more concerned about giving and receiving virus and germs from other people. It's kind of behavior that does not exist here in Montreal or in Canada or in the US in general. But this is something that struck me. So I returned in my hotel that night. It was Thursday, and I went to bed and I told myself, this is it. I'm there.